Gary Neville looking for his first goal for Manchester United. What a time to get it! Well, what an incredible cross.
Evening, boys. How are we? Manchester United 0, Everton 1. First time ever in Premier League history, Manchester United lose to 10 men. What's happening this afternoon? We're lucky enough. We've got
Old Trafford.
my good mate Beats Nick from Cole Harpore on. My good man,
Oh, mate.
Geordie's in the house. Geordie was going to pull out late because he's Devo after this morning's efforts. And we've got the man that keeps us all cool, Elliot Carpenter. How are we going, boys? How are we going?
Well, you summed up how I'm going pretty well in that intro. Oh, fuck, I don't even talk about it. Embarrassing, abysmal, no
I
heart.
know a good
Disappointing.
psychologist, gents. Just saying.
This is the
We
type
need-
of
I
podcast
would
I
say.
need. Give me a
The
number
club needs a
and a
good
name.
psychologist. This club needs a good psychologist.
I mean-
to clear his brain.
I mean, I was saying it last night, and I think we were getting very, very excited last night on the pod. We had Dino back on. It was good to catch up with him, and I think, to be a sane United fan right now, you've got to be more of a realist than an optimist. And I think Dino calling me out last night and saying, "Look, mate, we should be aiming for more than 18 points between now and the end of the year."
I could
think
take 8
being
points
more
after
of a
last
realist,
one.
I
Don't worry
think-
about 18.
I think I think you'll bite my hand off for 18 points, but between now and the end of the year, I think that was a very dismal display. I think it was a team that lacked structure and an identity on the field, and I think what was really apparent this morning was the players who have not played and had to step up and start the game and hadn't played much this year. They stuck out like a sore thumb for me. I'm not sure. Maybe a few other people may not agree, but I think this morning's performance is a result of the lack of games we are playing this year, so the lack of minutes that our squad is getting
It
each
just
week.
shows how poor, I don't know. I
What
thought
do you-
that two of our best players people say this season, I thought Brian Mbeumo was arguably one of the worst on the field. I thought Amad Diallo was probably one of the worst on the field. And I just thought there was, other than 2 crosses into the box, which Xerxes had 2 headers, did we really look like scoring?
Even I feel Xerxes was out of touch because of the lack of minutes that Elliot mentioned. The first half, he was not sharp enough. His passes were not, most passes were not reaching, and he looked a bit off. Probably he picked up in the second half with those 2 great headers. Could have been that goal. Would have certainly said Xerxes had a good game, but then apparently it was not like that.
Fuck, it was a good save, but on that first header.
Oh my god.
That's a world-class save. What do you think about it, Adam, after rewatching it today again?
I'm having a couple of technical difficulties on Instagram, so sorry, boys. I was just trying to work that out. The game was, it was, I thought from start, again, first few minutes, we're going all right. We're doing pretty well. But then the passing just was fucking horrible, man. Sorry, first F-bomb. Dean warned it. The passing was horrible, man. Every time we tried to do a little 1-2 or something like that, the passing just went astray. Next minute, they were onto us straight away. The first thing I want to start with is why? Why, for the life of me, Ruben Amorim decided to play Amad Diallo on the left-hand side? For the life of me, why? You got Mason Mount on the bench, right? And I actually thought the team was well balanced. I didn't know where everyone was positioned or anything like that. And then Elliot, you put the team sheet up where they were playing and everything like that. I didn't really have a good look at it, but explain to me why Ahmed Diallo is on the left-hand side when our best combination, again, is Mbumo and Ahmed. I just cannot work it out. Fucking please explain it to me.
Don't
The
know.
same thing happened in the Tottenham game as well. Yeah.
So I guess United. Yeah, I think how we have looked the best set up at the moment, and Gary Neville said it before the game, with Cunha at the top and Mountain and Mbeumo in behind. That's where we look the best. We could have still started with a variation of that with Mount and Mbeumo and and Xerxes starting. Diallo's best, that link-up play with Mbeumo down the right-hand side is our best weapon. So why change that? That baffled me when you bring Mazraoui in, and no disrespect to Mazraoui, he's just not played enough. He's not played enough. So he's not got minutes. He's not match fit. He looked a little bit off the pace. There were a few question marks, certainly when I saw the team come out this morning as I was arising from the dead. But
I just don't get it. I don't understand where Ruben's coming from. I honestly, and I don't want to just. I honestly, in myself, I don't really. I'm not blaming Ruben, but this is on the players big time. It's just on the players big time.
Well,
You can't tell me. Go, Jordan. Go before I go. Go.
so you say you can't blame Ruben, right? But can you, when he comes out with a statement after the game saying we weren't expecting to play against 10 men and we didn't know how to deal with playing against 10 men? Playing against 10 men in football is quite a high chance these days, especially with VAR, especially with the amount of cards distributed in a game. So you're going to tell me, as a professional, one of the top teams in the world, you don't have a plan for when they go down to 10 men or when you go down to 10 men? Like, I played in the top level of Newcastle and we had that planned. We knew exactly what we have to do when they go to 10 men, or if we got a player sent off, we knew exactly what we had to do. To make a statement like that after the game, I thought that's a bit scary.
yeah,
I'm trying to stay positive with him. I'm trying to stay positive with Ruben. My other thing that's pissing me off. Go Beats. Go Nick. Sorry. Go. Nick.
No. I can certainly understand your frustration, but I'm quite audible, right? Yeah. So the blame in the press conference as well. Ruben did say that he is at the fault. He is to be blamed, but that's the thing. Like, if you cannot line up properly against a team like Everton, and then you are entering a game with 80 minutes on your hands with a 10-man Everton team, and you cannot beat them, you cannot penetrate their defense. It's quite visible that Ruben doesn't know what he's trying to do it. Like, just like you said, the Mbumo on the right and Ahmad on the left. Like, you're playing Ahmad out of his position. He has been trained from the start of the season on the right flank, linking up with Mbumo, and then you suddenly appear to play Ahmad on the left side. You have Mount to play. When you don't have Cunha and Sesko, you can play Mount. But then putting a player who is not comfortable on the left, but he's quite good on the right, it is completely Amorim's fault. And I'm being positive. I'm not saying that Amorim should be sacked or like that. Probably, yeah, people might be saying it. But when the criticism is needed, it is needed here. I feel it is completely on Amorim, and players as well. Like, we have been blaming players since the day one of the season. The mentality, the urge to play, the urgency is always at the last 10 minutes of the game. We saw it against Tottenham. We saw it against Nottingham. It's always at the last 10 minutes of the game, and we have witnessed the same thing yesterday as well. The last 10 minutes, we are pressing high. We are on the high intensity, but we can't do it from the minute one.
I've got a comment from Tom here, and the man always makes sense. Can blame him for the system and the approach, but when the players are colourblind, no formation will ever work. For years, the consistency that we simply pass simple balls to the opposition is crazy. Mate, I'm with him 100%. I spoke about it like that, but even not just that. I talk about we've got an opportunity every single time, not just this year, probably over the last 3, 4, 5 years. Every single time we get an opportunity to go up the ladder after Liverpool or City or whoever it is loses that's just behind us, and for us to jump, it's like our team just shits himself and goes, well, we have to go out and win this fucking game. If we don't win this game, we're going to get smashed. It's like all they're thinking about is media when they get out there instead of just playing football. It just blows me away that a team can fold so easy.
See, I totally agree with what Tom said, which is why I am so pissed off about the result today, because players like Mbeumo, Diallo, Bruno, they've played every game this season. There should be no excuses. You've had probably 2, maybe 3 players come in that haven't had minutes. The rest of the squad's all play pretty consistently. Like, you telling me Bruno and Casemiro haven't played together all season?
Yeah, but
Xerxes is the only one that came in. Mazraoui came in. There's no reason why Brian Mbeumo should have played the way he did today. He was one of the worst on the field.
I did, yeah, but again, where'd we get ripped up again? Where did Moyes smash us? Straight through the midfield again. Mm-hmm. Like Casemiro, man, early in the game, Casemiro's diving in challenges again, throwing away friggin' stupid-ass fouls. United, seriously, the fouls that they gave away were so fucking preventable, it's ridiculous. Like,
what were your thoughts on the red card? Talking about fouls and stuff.
Oh, mate, the red card is fucking stupid. Such a
red
stupid
card for going off at your own players. I know it's violent conduct.
I've seen it before. I've seen it.
I've never seen
the one that they never brought up.
It did happen a few games, like a couple of years back. I guess against Stoke, maybe a Stoke player, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, but it even used to
happen.
Striker
player. He struck a player. He struck. He did. He hit him across the head. He hit him across the head.
Yeah, that's why he got the red card, because he struck.
That's why he got the red card. Yeah.
I still remember once in Chelsea's game, Didier Drogba, mate, him, Lampard, and I forget the other player. They were arguing over a free kick once, mate, and they were absolutely going to town on each other, these three. Who's going to take the free kick? Who's going to take the free kick? But they never striked each other. But they were into each other big time. But as soon as you strike your own player, you're gone. It's crazy.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? Like, you could be...
The worst one was Newcastle.
I remember the Newcastle one, man. I remember that one.
Because it's like, you get frustrated with teammates in a game, and it's like... But they didn't concede. They made a poor mistake of not pushing up and turning the ball over cheaply. And they turned around and just snapped. And I was like, I didn't even see it when it first happened. I thought he must have said something to the referee. And then when I watched it back on the replay, I was like, he didn't even concede. Just have a breath.
Mate. And again, like Tom and I always talk about Pickford, man, how much he pisses us off. Like, I swear to God, man, that fucking bloke, mate, that
number one.
Yeah, but he only turns up when he wants to, man. Turns up when he wants to. Prances like a friggin' horse around the pitch, and then he turns up at Old Trafford. Like, give me a break, man.
To be fair, he's actually had a pretty good season so far.
Oh,
going into World Cup, that's why.
But don't you think, Adam? Like, there are many players who always turns up against United. It's not only Pickford.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm not even blind. Like, the way Everton played today, they fought for everything. They were diving into every tackle. They were doubling up. Grealish was working his ass off, man, down that left-hand side. Every time in the second half, Ahmed tried to get down that line. When he finally got swapped back over. Grealish was there. Another player came in. They just worked together. Even if they had 11, mate, we're still losing that game. It was like a joke.
It looked like they had 11 and we had 10. That was my problem.
Oh,
Yeah, but I also Tarkovsky. The moment he had this first spat against Xerxes, from that same moment, Xerxes was not in the game at all.
Yeah.
It was right under his skin.
Yeah. I saw that.
Smart defending.
And kudos to Michael Keane and Tarkovsky playing that low block. That they were exceptionally good against United. Like they held their defense so strong.
I thought they defended really well.
I thought their right back was exceptional.
Really
too.
good, really good.
I thought he won absolutely everything that came near him.
Yeah.
This is the problem I have with Amarin, right? Once they go down to 10 men, why are we still playing the same system? Why are we still playing the same system?
Why
Five at the back.
It's playing the system to start with.
Why?
I'm not going to get bogged down on the system because I think we've spent time on that before, and I think it's not going to change. I think it's how we played in that system when they went down to 10 men was probably what we were just rushing. I've never seen us try and cross the ball so many times without our biggest player on the field, and we've been crying out for crosses into the box all season, and to hit Sesko's head, and then the amount of crosses that we're putting into the box, and there's a lack of players actually competing and lack of bodies in the box, just shows that we are very impatient in the way we are playing, and we weren't playing through the lines and playing those balls in behind with those sideways runs in behind, and we were rushing, and we didn't go back to the key principles that the Amber wants us to play, and that's on the players. That's not on the manager. That's on the manager. On the players, not the manager, in my opinion.
When was the last time you saw us play a through ball? It was when Sesko went on goal and missed it. Who was that against? Liverpool? No, that was against Tottenham. Yeah. Not once. We carry the ball today. We carry the ball. Every time Bruno got the ball, he wanted to put a far post cross in. What are you doing, man? You're a captain. You're a captain. You're supposed to be calming the players down. Don't even start with me, Nick, about the flick where he tried to flick the goal.
God, he could have easily got.
He's done it before, though. He's done it before.
He does that every time. Bruno has this.
Yeah.
Bruno has this audacity to play such creepy passes, such creepy shots when it is not needed. He loses his shit. He's not a strong mentality player. I've been always saying this to my friends out there in India. He loses his shit. He's not a captain material. He just knows how to piss the referee, and he loses his shit when the game is not in his hand. Like you have to keep you have to keep your head down and just stay calm in such situations. He loses his shit.
Did you say his tackle for Drewsbury Hall's goal?
Oh yeah, so that was what I was about to say. Watch this. So what I did was, I know we can't take film. So what I did was I took 3 sections of the goal, right? So I don't know if they can see it clearly on TV, you boys. So the top slide is when the pass came into the player scoring the goal, right? This is where you can see Bruno in there attempted to chase him down. He got to him. Pathetic attempt of tackle. Yeah. Next minute, he's stepped away from Euro. He's hit the shot. Great shot. The keeper just got his fingertips to it. But then Bruno had the hide to turn around to Mbumo. And I watched this goal 3 or 4 times because I wanted to see what he was yelling at. He had the hide to turn around to Mbumo and go to town on him. You're kidding yourself, man. You had the opportunity to make the tackle or even foul the player before he got anywhere near.
Over though for this?
I don't think he did.
I'm pretty sure he did because he turned the ball over probably 9 times out of 10. He got it.
But you know what? Regardless, even if he did turn the ball over, he's still in the middle between halfway and the 18-yard box. There's still a tackle being able to make. You look how many players are around. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, including Bruno. Next minute, we set up. Look how staggered the lineup is when we get to the second slide there. Third slide, look how deep we are. We're on the penalty spot, man. Why are we dropping back to the penalty spot when they're on the edge of the 18-yard box? Please tell me that.
This is where like football intelligence just doesn't sometimes click to some players, right? So if you look at the first slide, you can see Bruno's behind him, right? And Dewsbury Hall's about to take the ball on the turn. Just clip his ankles.
That's
Because if
what I
he
said.
turns,
Yeah.
if he clip his ankles, give away foul. He's 30 yards out. They're not going to score a free kick. They're going to whip the ball and you're going to have a chance to reset and defend. By him turning and that Barry running back inside, it just opened up all this space. But you got to think the second and third phase of every play and the consequences of not just taking the foul there. Like, he's just stuck his leg out to try and toe poke the ball. Just make sure you get the player. Like, just take him down
crazy.
there. Like, look at how far out he is in the first slide.
Look at the second slide where Lenny Euro is. Lenny Euro is. Like, how does he end up getting back to the 18-yard box and then he has to falling over, put a slide tackle in? Because they're backing up. The first rule of defending is try not to back up. And they're backing up. That's literally, 10 metres? From that shadow line to the goal is 10 metres. And they're backing up. I understand it's hard to hold your feet when a player's running at you. But honest to God, man, in that situation, Lenny Euro ends up, I think he puts a fade on, doesn't he? Just before. But they backed up so far. It's embarrassing, man, the defending there.
My problem is with this turnover. If you look at the first slide, the second slide, and the third slide, Luke Shaw's not goal side of his attacker. He's just not in the right spot defensively to start with. So therefore, DeLitt has to stay in between the lines to make sure that if Barry receives the ball, he's not 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper because they can just split the two centre-backs. Which then allows Lenny Euro to be 1-on-1 instead of being a 2v1 and having DeLitt cover the inside and Lenny Euro showing Dewsbury Hall down the line. It's just basic defending that they've just, for some reason, in that 30-second phase that no one's really switched on with.
Oh, it's crazy. The goal was that midfield.
The defensive shape there is pretty poor.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
look at the second slide. They're all within 2 metres of each other, and Barry's making a run between two centre backs out of 3.
Yeah,
like, that should not be allowed.
But
actually looks like
our defense is not going to be put on the back foot like that if our midfield is a bit more short up.
Yeah,
it really looks like Everton were playing chess and we were like playing checkers. To be very honest.
Oh, it's fucking terrible. I don't know.
Do you think the keeper should have saved the shot? Just putting it out there.
No.
No.
If you have a look at the keeper, you have a look where the keeper is in the third slide. He's if anything, maybe he could be one more step maybe to his left, if anything. But I think he's got the angle there correct. He's probably not expecting him to. I probably should be expecting him to go top
Far
right.
side.
Yeah, far side. But you know yourself, when you hit a shot like that and you whip it that hard and that quick, mate, he's got to judge that, and that's a tough one. I'm not going to put it on.
I don't think he should have saved it at all. I just had an argument with the guy at work today about it.
I think he done well to get his fingers on it.
So did I, which is why I think some people believe he should have saved it. Nah.
Did it really? No, I don't think it took a
deflection.
It
didn't hit the lead.
What's his name? DeLitt actually turned to the side of it. Turned it. He actually turned like that, which irritates the fuck out of me as well. Just man up, mate. Face at the ball, will you? For God's sake.
You get scared of his hands hitting the ball.
Yeah, probably. It's different now, isn't it? Yeah.
Honestly, this wasn't a game that we were supposed to watch. Like that wasn't a football match from United. It was a slow motion collapse in a real time, to be honest. From the opening whistle, we were like sleepwalking into that trouble. From the opening minute, and then when we had an opportunity to utilize, we didn't utilize that moment when we had that chance at 10 minutes.
What does it come down to when we can't hold the ball in the midfield and break a team down? Why is it always our problem with any of the managers we've had over the probably last 6-7 years? We cannot break down a team. Why is it every other team that comes and plays that we play against, they can break us down? Why can't we break that team down? Is it the Bruno Fernandes factor? Is it him? I don't know. We cannot break down a team from our midfield.
It's not the only midfield. I just recall Elliot's statement. We don't have players who has that mentality, like the United way of like that urgency, that fight that we always used to see from our ex players. We don't have that kind of a what we say, the roots. We lack that. You can see the players like Dallo and Zirkzee. Like Zirkzee was quite lethargic, to be very honest, in the first half of the game. Like, have you seen his passes? It's quite lethargic. Like, where's the urgency? Where's the fight? That's what my first question is to these players. Like, you're playing for the badge. It's not only the midfield. It comes down to every single player. When you play for this club, you represent the badge. You represent the legacy that United has. So I know, like, we have some the holes to fill. Like in midfield, we need some good midfielders. Like we probably might sign in January or in the summer. But till then, what are you doing? Like, are you creating a base for these players to come in the January or like the summer transfer, and then we can build on that? No. Every time we try to blame manager, we try to blame the system, but then it always comes down to the players as well.
Yeah. Look, the other player we've got to touch on too is Dorgu, man. He's not improving, is he? Dorgu, man. On that left-hand side, seriously. He's like a chicken with his head cut off.
No, Adam, have you seen the first half? Like the fans were shouting, like, play forward, play forward. He used to, like, he just went up and then moved back, and the ball is again on the defense, and then it was moving from the left to right. Man, you cannot penetrate this kind of a game. And then there was one of the chances where the golden chance where Dog would have hit, and he scored the similar goal against Denmark. He scored He scored a goal like against Denmark with a similar position. He could have scored that as well against United, but then that lad lost it. That lad literally lost the concentration at the right moment. Like, I don't understand. Like, we have Doggo, and at the same time, when we have to replace Doggo, you see Dallo coming in, man. Like, oh my God, that guy. I seriously can't take Dallo. I'm seriously telling you, I cannot take Dallo.
No,
what a pathetic piece of shit that player is.
Yeah. That left back is our weakest position, in my opinion.
Oh, it's terrible, Elliot, isn't it? It's just like, why can't we get that right? Like, give a young bloke a go. If the two players that are there can't do it, go and throw a young fella in there. That way you can work with Luke Shaw and you can blend him in or something like that. Like,
put Malacia in there.
Who?
Give Malacia a go.
Yeah. Yeah, get Malacia in there. Why not? What have you got to lose, man? What have you got to lose? You're exactly right. Like 100% right. I think Ruben Amorim's afraid. He's afraid. It's to me, and I don't want to say it.
Well, here's a question for you before you go where you're going to go. Do you think Ruben Amorim doesn't trust youth players? Look at the lineup to go out week in, week out.
100%.
And why do you think that is?
I don't know. I've spoken about it before on this podcast and other podcasts.
Think
about Elliot. I've spoken about it on this podcast before about the youth players not playing the same system as the first team. It just drives me crazy. You go and watch the youth teams play. I watch them on a Saturday night. And they're not playing the same system as Ruben Amorim.
That's straight away the biggest problem that you can have at a club.
And then he will come out and he'll say, we're looking after the youth system. We're putting that first. No, you're not, man. You're not. Because a youth player should be able to just step into the first side and have a go. We're not talking about, okay, we haven't got FA Cups. We've got FA Cup in January. Carabao Cup's gone. We've got no Europa League. We haven't got any cup games coming up. But when you see players like Delight playing crap, you got Dorgu playing shit, and I understand you don't want to put pressure on a youth player, but when does it come time to actually give these players a chance? Is Amorim a coward manager? Is that what he is? Is he a coward manager? And I don't want to say that because I want him to do well. But the more I think about this game and other games, you got Shea Lacey on the bench, right? Who's playing unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. We're in a game where we're losing 1-0. We've got players that aren't performing. Throw him in there. Give him 15 minutes. You're not going to get pinned down for it, but at least you've given a youth player an opportunity to get out there and prove something. And not only that, he would want to play for the badge and score as much as he. And I'm not saying Ahmed doesn't want to score or anything like that, but at least just go and throw him in there, change it up a little bit. You know what? The lack of quality may be from Ahmed. Ahmed may bring you into something different. Everton may drop off on Shea Lacey. Next minute, he's in behind.
When did Marcus Rashford join and start becoming a first-team player?
He was 18.
Yep, but why was he brought into the first team?
To score goals, man.
Because our strikers were injured.
Yeah, that's right.
They gave him a chance. And he scored a double against Arsenal.
Mate,
no, but
Here he is.
He scored a double on his debut in the Europa League.
That's what I mean. And he scored against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yep.
His Premier League debut.
Welcome, Dino.
No, but Adam,
what are your thoughts, bud?
Sorry, Elliot. You got the sack, mate. You got the sack, Elliot. What's happening, boys? Anything exciting happened today?
Oh, mate.
Not
We're
good.
just
Dino.
trying to get through it, mate. Trying to get through it.
Sorry, it was a bit late. I had a bit on the Savo, so yeah, I just jumped on and.
I'm just going to go through a few comments while Dino's settling in. We've got ASD EF6 GK. Where were those crosses when Sesko was playing, having crosses against two tall CBSs who know their craft? Boggles my mind. Yeah, I know. We spoke about that, buddy. It just blows your mind, doesn't it? We got Tom. Hate going in on players, but when he was linked with us, I YouTube scouted him and he looked poor in his highlights. That was concerning. Sadly, just isn't a United player. Way off it. And then we've got Tom down here. That's on Wilcock and Co.
I think he was talking there, that comment about not playing youth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just blows me away. Like, Dino and I have this conversation all the time about youth, and we're probably one of the and Tom, he watches the youth all the time, and we're on the other side of the world, and we discuss this all the time. When we're watching the youth players, we're texting, messaging. Even the women, when we watch the women, Dino's the first one to message me. Oh, check out the women, this. And we're fucking discussing it all the time. I'm wondering if Ruben even gets to the game. Like, come on, man. You've got to give these players a chance. We had this discussion with the last manager as well.
So, obviously, we're not happy with the manager. That's what I'm getting at here.
No, we're I'm not just going in on the manager.
Yeah.
I'm going in just as a whole.
As
a whole. Definitely not going in on the manager.
He obviously he's got to take some blame for that last night. You know, especially going down to 10 men. Like, he should have changed his tactics. And I don't know why we played 3 centre backs when he went off. And I don't know why you wouldn't put Luke Shaw further up the pitch if you were going to play the 3 centre backs. Like, that blinds my mind and all that. But, you know, last night on the pod, we were talking about people taking their chances. Not one player last night took their chance.
No, it's just.
And that's what we were discussing, Dino. In the first half, we could have we didn't penetrate their defense. We were shattered from the first. In the first half.
Is that the manager's problem, or is that an individual? Like, you as an individual have pride.
No, it's definitely individual, man. Individual.
Yeah. So you got 11 individuals out there, and not one of them could give a shit.
Jordan, you made the point. You made the point in our chat about Ahmed, how selfish he was in the game. Like, it's crazy how he's now taken that link to think that he should be responsible for scoring goals all the time. Like, it's just crazy. Like, start putting plays together, passes together. I always talk about the last pass, the extra pass, and stuff like that. There was a situation there, Ahmed, when he came in on the right-hand side, he took the shot, and Bumo's free, just right next to him. And there was no one there. Like, and you take the shot. We used to blow up about Rashford doing it all the time. It's just fucking I don't know where these plays go.
Who tested out Pickford the most this morning? Like, who put shots on goal, headers on goals and stuff like that?
Xerxes, 2 headers.
But all I've heard all day is how shit he was. Yes, he wasn't good, but at least he put his head on the ball and got a few efforts away.
See, I don't blame him for not being good, though, because we spoke about this yesterday about not having minutes and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. But all I've heard today is how bad he was. But, like, Casemiro, for instance, he's been playing brilliant. What did he do today? Like,
that's exactly what I said before you came on. So I said, the problem is,
turnover of ball.
Out of that whole starting 11, there was 2 or 3 that haven't had minutes, right? Mazraoui and Xerxes.
Yep.
The rest of them have played pretty much every game.
And Mainu. Don't forget your boy Mainu.
He was fucking abysmal.
Yep.
But
I left a comment on a WhatsApp group, and I still haven't had a reply, so I'm waiting for that.
This will be good.
No, but
that's what my problem is. Brian Mbeumo today, I thought was one of the worst on the field.
Yep, 100%.
But people are going on players that haven't had minutes. So take some responsibility. This is where like players like him, like Bruno, need to actually take a fucking bit of responsibility. Like
they came to the club
more than he was
to be leaders. They came to the club to be leaders. But not just that, like I don't know if it was like not one player could pass the ball to each other. Like Lenny Yoro looked like he was on an ice skating ring all game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh mate, he looked like
every touch and all that. Like, you know, like simple passes like 5 meters away. They just, I don't know if the occasion got to them. I really like. What else can you say?
Dino, when it come to the back end of the game, it wasn't even the back end of the game. It was like the 56th minute. 56th minute. The whole team just went into panic mode. It was crazy. We're running for corners, man. In the 56th minute, Bruno's getting to a corner. He is running to the corner. That is absolutely mental. It's the 56th minute.
Do you know the best comment?
It's so immature, isn't it?
The commentator goes, United are second behind Arsenal in scoring from set pieces. What do? We do a short corner and out passes it to, and I'm sitting there going, hang on a minute. The commentary's just said how good we have been at set pieces. And that's what they
Mate,
that's what they
I
do.
am so sick of these lofted balls to the edge of the 18-yard box for someone to try and hit a Paul Scholes volley. You don't have it in you. Whip it in the box. We've got 3 tall
I said it
centre
in the
backs.
comment this morning, is that we rely on individual brilliance. You look at all our goals where they got, we need Brian to do this, spectacular things. Like, we don't score just simple goals.
But we also don't have I believe that the biggest issue for that is you play with 2 centre midfielders and you don't have an attacking central midfielder. I think a 4-3-3 with triangles is the most important way to play football because it gives you a player that sits in front of their back line and behind their midfield. It gives you a player to break up the lines and allow you to have a person to flick the ball behind the lines or turn and run at them and then slide it in. Like, it's always, we're relying on people cutting in from the wing every time.
Yeah, and it's the same. They do the same trick every time,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing. Like, I think I was saying that Adam earlier. Like, last night's game when they went down to 10 men would have been the perfect opportunity to play Mainu, Bruno, and Casemiro together in a 3, and either take Yoro off or Luke Shaw off, and Casemiro could drop back into that centre half role if he had to, and play like that. Like, so you know,
push
like
Bruno up as a 10.
Yeah, everyone's to blame here. Like, it's not just that bit. You know, there's stuff like, why isn't Obi at least on the bench when we've got so many injuries after how much time he played last year?
Yep. Which is exactly what Adam was saying before.
Diego
put
Leon.
young fellas on for 15 minutes. What are you going
Like
to do?
Diego Leon as the left wing back, like, the kid's a beast. Like, he is a kid, but he's a man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, give him a crack.
Yeah, give him the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Even for the fact we could have played Bruno up front, like in the three man up attacking, and then could have got a Kobe in the first half, just to make sure that we are getting good amount of numbers in their half where we can create good chances. But that was not seen. So again, that comes down to the manager. what is
But
he
I
doing
think Mason
in
Mount was one of
game
our best
tactics?
players.
Yeah.
Like Mason Mount came on and he was at least trying to get in the box and stuff like that.
Have you? We just discussed, Dino, that have you seen the Bruno's missed chance from Mount's the cutback pass? He tried to
The
flick
one
from
how
his
he doesn't
right
have a
foot.
left foot? Yeah.
So one of my pet hates in the game was, we haven't touched on it yet, but I wasn't sure if you're going to bring it up, Adam. Mason Greenwood. Mason Mount gets the ball on the left, and he opens his body up and hits a perfect along the ground whipped cross. The only way to score is for Brian Mbeumo to get in front of Mikolenko. He's 5 yards behind him, but you can't score from there. And even the commentator said, "Oh, Manchester United could have scored there if Brian Mbeumo had some urgency to get in front of his defender." And they had simple clearance, but it was a ball where it went along the 6-yard box. Pickford didn't know whether to come or go. Xerxes was on the penalty spot, and Brian Mbeumo was 5 yards behind the left back. And I just thought, that's a back post tap in for any other club right there, because their right winger is sitting high up on that defensive line, waiting for that ball to come across the box.
That brings
just
me
gonna
back
put
to
this
your own
early-
comment. Yeah.
No, you talk, Nick, and then once we.
No, that brings me back to Jordan's statement where people that like the players doesn't have footballing intelligence. Sometimes they miss they are blank on the field. Like they are clueless what they want to do it on the field.
Yeah.
What do you call it? I've got Elliot ended up getting. If anyone doesn't know, Elliot lives in North Queensland. He's been battered by another storm up, so that's why he's ended up dropping off. But he's in our Instagram, and he's just written a couple of things here. He's got, the manager has not shed away from this, but he is afraid to change. He's afraid to integrate youth, and he's afraid to think outside the box because he doesn't know what it will result in. The best managers in the world take risk. And we spoke about this before. He did, and that was when Elliot had to jump off. I just don't think, I probably used harsh words saying he's a coward manager, but he needs to take risk. If you're a Manchester United manager, you need to take risk at times. You really do. And I feel he's one of these guys that he says he probably doesn't take note of the media, but that's bullshit. Because if he didn't read the media, he would definitely take risk in his game. He would take a little bit of risk. He would use a bit of youth. You can't just tell me you want to play the same system every single time, regardless whether it's right or wrong. You've got to play to what the game's is the way the game's moving. You've got to play like that as a manager. You can't just have a piece of rope and just keep going like that without trying to snap it. Like, it's just ridiculous. You're just digging your own grave.
With that, like being like, risk taking and all that, do you think it's because us as fans don't allow it? Like he was on a good run, unbeaten run, not winning every game, fair enough. So are you going to take a risk when you're on that run?
Yeah, but he changed the team up, Dino. Remember, he took our best two attacking players.
Only because he had to.
No, he didn't need to in the Tottenham game, did he? Because he had Mason Mount on the bench. He could have put Mason Mount back on the left-hand side.
But then Sesko got injured pretty much straight away when he came on.
But then again, that whole situation was another managerial immature move. To use your fifth substitution before the 80th minute is so stupid. What happens if our goalkeeper got sent off?
Yeah, but then, Jordan, we could be here sitting. If we don't win that game, we're sitting here going, why didn't he use all his subs? I don't think as supporters we allow manager to take a risk, because if he doesn't lose, look at today, the whole world erupts because we didn't win. And you know what? All today proves is that he needs 4 more transfer windows, 2 more January and 2 more summer ones, because those players, that whole squad is not good enough.
Do you think the system works though?
Well, we weren't complaining the last 5 games.
I've complained.
Yeah, but you just always complain. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like, during that game, when we went down to 10 men, he should have changed things. I get that, but you can't tell me 90 minutes before the game he's sitting there going, "I'm going to take a risk today. I'm going to risk it all today."
No, I
it's
don't
not
mean
gonna
a risk
happen.
before the game, Dino. I don't mean a risk during the game, before the game or anything like that. I don't want to change. I don't want him to change up his system. I really want it to work. But
Yeah.
through the game, I think it needs to shift. I think things need minor shifts through games.
Yeah.
I just don't like, for example, you said Luke Shaw should be getting higher and things like that. I don't
Yeah.
believe he should change his system for anyone.
Yeah.
But I think through games, he needs to shift things around. Even though he might say, yes, this player might drop a little bit deeper. That's not fucking shifting, man.
But you
Seriously,
look
like,
at today's game, for instance, right? So we were dead that first half. You turn around and look on the bench and you go, who's going to live this game up? Mason Mount's not going to make it live. Ugate's not going to. Heaven's not. Like, there's no players sitting on the bench there where you're going to go, he's going to change the game. He's going to come on and change the game. And
Elliot's
he proves
just
that.
written here. Elliot's just written here. You got to think on your feet and be in the moment. You can't always prepare. A good manager can prepare through games. A good manager can always change things up through games. You can, whether you prepare before a game, I understand you can't prepare, but he should have things in his locker ready to go, especially when it comes down to 10 men. Come on, Elliot. Like, when it comes down to 10 men, that's standard.
Goes back
It's
to my
going to
point
happen in the
before,
game.
But he
he
threw the attackers on that we had on the bench. Like, apart from Lacey, which is a young kid, like, you're looking at that bench going, who's making the difference?
Yeah. The other thing is, I'm not going to blame Amron. We had enough chances in that second half to
100%.
actually win that game
100%.
3-1.
Yeah.
Easy. I'm not putting it on Amron for the chances. No way. We had enough ball in that second half to take our chances big time. Mate, there was a situation in that second half where you had Bruno, Xerxes, and Casemiro all getting in each other's way when they were passing down the right-hand side. Like, that's fucking under sixes shit. Like, you're passing the ball freaking a meter, not even a meter.
It just goes back to the whole system again. So you're telling me in a system where you play two central midfielders, both of them are in the right-hand channel on a football field. Like that again is immature ability to read the game and learn what the second phase is going to be. If we turn over the ball, the whole middle of the park is open because we're our two central midfielders. They should never go outside the width of the box. Like, unless you're playing with
do they shift across though? Are the players in that situation? They don't shift across. Even in defensive turnovers, do you ever see in a defensive turnover our left-hand side or right-hand side, when the ball's on the other side of the pitch, do you ever see the players shift across to halfway? They're always way too wide when the ball's turned over. Every single time. Now, I don't know if that's a defensive thing, if that's a thing that Amron's defensive coach teaches, that they're still going to stay wide in a ball turnover, or it's just too quick for them, the situation. I don't know. But in my mind, it's automatic. You're a professional fucking footballer. You should automatically know if the ball's on the other side of the pitch on a turnover, you should be tucking inside straight away, not coming across the halfway, the split down the centre of the pitch, but you should be recognised straight inside, especially if Casemiro and Bruno have got to go to the other side of the pitch. It should be closed down, that area.
But do you not think, I don't think the midfield's a side-by-side midfield. It's Casemiro's deeper, Bruno plays in front, and then the centre-back is meant to step into that defensive midfielder role. That's the issue. It's like in the goal, De Ligt should have stepped up. De Ligt should not have been going back. De Ligt should have stepped up.
But he couldn't step up because Luke Shaw was not goal side. If you watch the play...
Yeah, but you would have been offside. He would have been offside.
But he's on the inside of Luke Shaw, so he would have just held his run for a second. It's pretty simple.
No, he was offside though. If you have a look at that second, photo, he was way off.
He was way off.
Yes.
So De Ligt should have stepped in, and that's his role as that centre of the three, is to step in to Lenny Euro. He's meant to step in. Yeah. That's the whole point of playing a three.
I've got some comments really again, easily. Mate. The comments are going off here. All right. And it's Tom and Elliot again. Why isn't that showing there?
How much are you paying those two?
I just love it. I don't know why the comments are coming up. Let me just...
Yeah, there's some error, by the way. So one of my mate, Nayan Gandhi, said that what if we would have bought Manu in the halftime itself? Any thoughts about it? And he's having some error because he cannot post his comments on the group chat. So that's what I'm getting.
I don't
So-
think Magnu is up for it. Like he had the perfect opportunity today to change that game, and I'm not singling him out. I just think that whole team was poor, and he walked into that team and was poor with them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
he
there was
walked
no
onto the field and
shining
played the
bright.
same level.
Yeah, 100%. It was like, so for someone that's wanting game time and hungry and he wants to make the World Cup, to me that's an attitude issue and nothing else.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but I do.
You love it, Jordan. You love it.
It was so
Hey,
much easier
I'll-
before you came on.
I jumped on when you were talking about the goal too, by the way, and I just think if Onana's in goal, he gets blamed for that goal.
Nah, no way, man. No chance, man. There's no
He got a
way.
pretty good hand to that. He got a pretty good hand to it.
Mate, he's reaching his
Oh, I
full
put the
stretch.
question out there.
There's no-
I know,
Dino,
Jordan.
I'm the
I know,
first
Jordan.
I'm the first one to comment about keepers all the time. He was at full reach for that. If anything, he probably needed to be one more step inside, but then he's probably concerned about being beaten near post. Because a lot of strikers now, or a lot of players that are out on the edge of the box, are all trying to get that near post fake in.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
don't
I get
believe
that, but I just think he got a big enough hand to it. Like you look at Pickford in that second half, like how solid his hand was from that header. Like I just think he could have been a bit better because that whole game, Lemons isn't like a separate player. Like he was poor. He was kicking
and he's probably
balls
done
out.
that now
He
when
was
I think
kicking
about it.
balls
When you
out, and everyone's going, "What the hell?" Like he was.
There
he
was
looked
one-
like, the whole
there was
team
one
just
of the
looked
inst-
nervous.
There was one of the instances where Lemons had this nervous breakdown in the first half where he couldn't able to grab the ball. Like he misjudged it, and the ball right behind fall right behind him. That was a point where I thought like, okay, the team is quite shaky right now. It cannot able to play, and I think. But Dino, to be very honest, like I think just because of that one goal, United should not have like been losing that intensity. Like we should have converted a lot many goals in the second half where we had like approximately like 3x goal chances. Then
How many
Everton.
shots on goal did we have?
I think when I saw around at 70 minutes, it was 15 chances that we created in their half.
And
compared to
one shot on goal. One shot.
Exactly.
We only,
Yes,
we only
yes,
had two the
yes.
whole game, didn't we?
Yep. 2 headers
Yep.
from Xerxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 saves. Other than that, that
So
was it.
like it's all good. Like Pickford should have been saving 15 shots.
Yeah.
Like, in a game like that, he should have been saving 15 shots.
He should have
But
been man of the
that's
match.
what,
If Everton were to win, and
Yeah,
they were down to 10 men for 80 minutes, he should have been man of the match.
100%.
But that's what the point is, right? The defense was quite resilient in that moment, like throughout the game. Like when we create 15 chances and then we could only convert one of the chances only towards the goal, that means the defense was quite good. Especially
But do you know what
Keane,
do you know what they class as a chance? Like Ahmad crossed the ball and it went like 20 meters over the back post, and that's a chance. Like so,
That's just not. Yeah, that's
I'm not
to
a
me.
stat,
That's
I'm
not.
not a stats person. I'm not a stats person. I
I'm the
absolutely,
same.
it's rubbish. Like, and then you got Ahmad there going, why didn't you get to it? Like the ball's like 10 meters over the goal, like the back line. Like everyone was just blaming everyone. Bruno blamed someone for the goal. Like it's just like it's so bad to watch. Like I thought
It was an
fucking
opportunity,
player,
as
like-
you said, Dean, for a player like Kobe or Bruno to go in that second half and just grab the game and just dominate the game and just lift the other 10 players around him.
Yeah.
But everyone just kept going like this,
Mm-hmm.
and they all went like that together.
but
Well, Ruben said it after the game. He goes, as soon as we kicked the ball, I knew we went on. Like
but then that's
11
your
players
duty.
not on. Like
Fucking hell, that's his
pretty
duty
bad.
to lift. Like you shouldn't come out and say that, right? Like the moment
I
we
love
start.
it. I love it. I love how Ruben talks to the media. I absolutely love it.
Did you see what he said about? We've talked about this
Ten men.
before. I was blown away with his comment saying, "We were expecting to play against 11 today. We were very unexpected when it ended up being 10v11, and we were what was it? We did not know how to play against 10 men."
But isn't that
Are you
honesty?
kidding me?
Is that
No,
honesty?
but that's just so like, bro. Like you should know.
That-
even when I played, and I didn't even play for fucking nowhere near the Manchester United level, but
You
we had a
probably could.
plan.
You probably could now, John.
Yeah, a few dodgy knee recos, mate, and I would have been back out there.
I've got some
But-
comments. I'm having some really bad
Yeah,
tech
you're on
issues
mute,
with
mate.
this. Am I?
No, you're just not talking.
I'm trying to work out. I'm having tech issues here. I can't click on anyone's comments. I don't know. Everything's gone frozen on the studio. So,
Mate, remember I talked
Okay.
about standards last night?
yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's
Come on.
bullshit.
And you're
I've got
blaming
one here
Ruben. You're blaming Ruben. You're our manager on here.
Yeah,
from
you've been
Paul
promoted
Bloxham.
again, Dean.
Yeah, right. Can I get on with the comments now? It says, hey, guys, but I think it was 25 shots on goal, 5 on targets for us, and Everton 1 shot, 1 goal. So,
Yeah, but 4 of those shots came in like the last 7 minutes, like when Bruno became the quarterback, dropped in as a centre half, and just started pinging balls up, like
yeah. Anyway, we could go on
Guys,
about
like,
it all night, man.
What do you take it? Yeah, but what do you think, like, from this performance, where do we go next? Because we are playing Crystal Palace, and
we'll
that
beat
team
Palace
is
this
another
weekend.
bogey team.
We'll
we will be
beat
playing
Palace
against.
this weekend.
That's another
That's
bogey
this
team.
This team is like that. You're going to get lows, highs. That's just the team. It's inconsistency, and that's what you're going to get.
Never thought I'd
Because
say this, but I
should
can't
take
wait
a-
for the
I
international
should
break.
be taking a. I think I should be taking a top up on my medical insurance if that is the case.
It is, mate. It's been like that for 10 years. Like, like the next game, the next game we're relying on Brian to score us the goal. That's what we're wishing for right now.
I
We're just
hope
going to
we
go. Brian and Bremo is going to score Worley, and like we'll win 1-0.
I hope to see Cunha in the next game. I think we really missed him in this game. To be very honest.
Hey, I got the score prediction right last night too. No one's mentioned that.
What do you mean? You said United 1-0.
No, I just said 1-0. I didn't say United.
You know, I
said 1-0.
I saw you saying that because I was watching your live streaming. Yeah, I don't mind with you. Yeah, you might have said that.
1-0.
Well, I'm never giving a score prediction again. I said 3-0. I'm going to be fucking further away from it. There wasn't even 3 shots on target.
Hey, in fairness though, have you ever seen a player slap his own teammate and get sent off? Like, or
I said this
have you
before.
ever? Right.
Yeah,
What-
I
what-
saw that Newcastle one. I was watching that Newcastle one when that happened.
Lee
And I was talking
Bowyer
about-
one? The Lee
Yeah,
Bowyer one?
Lee Bowyer
Yeah, but
one.
that was
He was a
like
nut
30
job,
years
but
ago.
Lee Bowyer was a nutter. It was fucking weekly, that shit with him.
But that was like 30 years ago. Like, it is
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, there wouldn't even be
Yeah,
a betting
yeah.
market, and there's a betting market on what colour the balloons are going to be tomorrow. Like, it's just
Well, this
crazy.
is the other thing. It's like they didn't concede. So he's gone and done that off them turning the ball over and Michael Keane not pushing up with the ball
Yeah.
to press the ball. And he's
Yeah.
gone off and slapped him over that, where it's like all you can turn around and say is, what the fuck are you doing? Like, do you know what I mean?
Mate, maybe we need to try that tactic. Like, maybe just slap
Oh,
Dallo or someone, and who knows? Like, it might.
I fucking slap him into the sheds.
Mate, it's you know what? And to what's his name? The manager? David
Ruben,
Moyes.
Adam,
Credit.
Ruben.
No, David Moyes' credit. He's come out and he goes, I love my players fighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
To his credit, he could have come into that media and gone, nah, it's bullshit. We'll discipline him, everything like that. But no, he ran into the dressing room at half time. He went in and sorted it out. His team came back out, fired up, and everything like that. We need that as a fucking team. We need that kind of shit. We need play
He
instead of
was in the
Bruno with
interview after the
arguing.
game, and he said we came out in the second half and everything was already patched up. He said sorry, we move on. We have passion and we wanted to win. So he said everything else
That's
gets
it.
put aside.
I really, really wonder what Amorim always have these talks in the mid game. Like, have you seen this stat? Like a weird stat that we have been sitting on top of the league in terms of first half performance. Then we are sitting in the bottom half of the league in the second half performance. Like, seriously, I'm not understanding what exact words does Amorim utter in the
Whatever he's saying,
in the halftime. Yeah,
Mate, Amrin could be talking about the sky. It's still the players that have to go out there for 45 minutes and perform.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's where I'm talking, Nick, where the second half we had so many chances to score. The shot, 25 shots on goal. 25, man.
No,
That's
that was
not on the
chances,
manager.
not shots
Or
on goal.
chances.
So,
Yeah,
so
chances.
that means
25
so
chances.
that means that Amorim has the first talk that is exactly what is happening in the second half, right? Like it's completely opposite. Like a couple of games back, we were having the worst second half, and now we are playing the worst first half. So it's just the rules have been changed.
No, mate, when I was watching this at work and we went down 1-0 in the first half and I saw the performance, right? The first thing, like the boys at work have got no idea, but they'll start asking questions and shit like that. I said, the second half, we're likely to come out and put 3 goals on, even though we played bad in the first half. And sure enough, we created enough chances to do that.
There's no
But the biggest problem we
consistency
have is keeping the ball. It's keeping the ball. We make our own mistakes, man. When Alyssa and my kids play football, right? The first thing I complain about is, and even when I watch under 20s men, first grade men at NPL level or A-League, the first thing we always complain about, if you know your football, is holding possession. Holding possession. We cannot hold possession. And I'm not talking about passing backwards every fucking time someone puts pressure on you. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's negative football. Negative football is when someone just puts the slightest pressure on you and you go, well, you know what? I'm doing the easy way out. I'm playing back. You need to play positive football. You need players to come in, create 1-2s, movement off the ball. You're not stagnant. At one time, I counted in that second half, we had 7 players all in line with each other on our attacking 18-yard box. What's that bullshit, man? A couple of players have got to come out of there and help the midfield create something. You can't rely on Lenny Euro, build up play, or Luke Shaw coming down the pitch a bit more. They're not your creative players. They're your fucking fullbacks.
So this
Someone
is
come out of the line and
things to
receive the
say when you
ball.
finish.
Sorry?
Firstly, I want to say the best player on the field in terms of ball retention and keeping possession was James
You're
Garner
going to say
by
Garner.
a mile.
I get it. Straight after the game.
Best player on the field by keeping the
Without
ball
a doubt.
and
With hands down.
setting the tone down. Every time he picked the ball up, he took that exactly the right amount of touches, and he just made Manchester United chase him the entire game.
But why is it Jordan? Why is it Jordan? Everton can see that and go and buy him, but United can't. We bring him up through the academy, and then fucking we go and sell him to Everton. Like, what is it there?
Mate, Jordan will appreciate this one. Who's Real Madrid's left back at the moment?
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Do you know what? Like,
He had a shocker this morning, thank goodness.
But did you see his body the other week? Like, it was a gun, like.
Yeah.
But
Trent
all
had a
jokes aside,
shocker on the weekend as well.
all jokes aside, were any of you actually surprised that we conceded? Like, I'm not.
No, I said 3-1 that we'd win. Of course
Like-
we're going to concede. Always going to concede.
No, but even in that situation, the game,
Yeah.
when we went down to 10, I was still like, we're not comfortable because we're playing shit outs. Like,
yeah.
Like, they all look like Rudolph on ice. Like, they all like scattering around and like they all just look nervous as like. And Adam talks about positive football and stuff like that. You can only be positive when you're comfortable and relaxed. Like, these guys look like they're a nervous wreck.
Exactly.
Oh,
And
100%, man.
Yeah.
So what's the most important position on a football field in regards to attacking play and breaking the lines and getting the ball and moving it forward?
You 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have a 10. We don't have a
We got
central 10.
two of them. We got two of them.
But they're too wide, bro. And Buemo's like a second fucking winger.
Yeah.
Him and Amad Diallo sit on the fucking touchline together, touching each other.
But that's my point. That was my point before.
That's why Manu came on to try and create that link, and it just.
And he's too deep, and he turns the ball over every time he gets it.
I was nearly going to send you this clip this morning. Like, there was an image of like, who was it? One of the Everton players. He played the whole game. He just picked the ball up and ran straight past Kobe, and Kobe was just trying to catch him. Like, and that was the perfect example of what we spoke about last night.
Enjoy. I think enjoy.
Yeah, like
that's exactly what he said about him, about having the pace and being able to run up and down the field. But that's where we miss. If we had a 3 in the midfield, and I keep going back to it, it's not so much the system, it's the formation. You cannot play against these level of opposition every week with a 3-5-1 or fucking 3-4-3.
But
That just doesn't work. Like, you have to have someone that sits now in the center of the
Welcome
field
back.
that breaks the lines, that can get the ball and link the attack to the midfield. Our best attacking player is Bruno Fernandes. He creates the most chances. He plays practically as a fucking 6 half the time when he gets the ball. And then he just pings long balls.
Jordan, when we talk about the 10, right? When we talk about the 10, we can't play a 10 while you got your 6 and 8 when they're so close together all the time. Honestly, and they're so spread apart at times. How do you have your 10, 6 and 8 playing all together, and your 10's your creativity player? Like, come on, man. Like, okay, we had a player. He runs past Kobe Mainu, but where's the defensive midfielder or the centre half coming in to help?
Well, they did eventually. They did. Like, they broke out from the 18-yard box. Like.
So it's another thing of congestion in the middle of the park, right? So if you're playing a conventional 2 in the midfield, both of them have to stay as narrow as the width of the 18-yard box, up and down the field. They both have to be box-to-box midfielders that cover grass. That's their main role, is to win the ball if you're playing a conventional 2. Look at Roy Keane and Paul Scholes, perfect example. Like, they Patrick Vieira and that Gilberto Silva. They're your 2. We've currently got Casemiro and a Bruno Fernandes, who both can't play as a 2. They've got to play as a 3. Now, if you had to add a third player into the midfield and push Bruno as a 10, then you've got a 6, 8, and a 10. Your 10 has the freedom to stay high, but it also then gives the opportunity for your 6 or your 8 to go into the wider channels, and the 10 would drop in. Because everything in a 4-3-3 is revolved around triangles. You've got a ball forward, you've got a ball sideways, you've got a ball backwards. If you keep your triangles, it gives you the angles to play the passes. It's just basic fundamentals of football that you learn.
Do you think, though, like, in that 3 centre halves, like, this is going to be wild and you're all going to hate it, but why couldn't Casemiro play in that 3 in the middle? In a back
and push up as a 6.
No, but then put 2
options.
midfielders in.
No.
We got better options.
Who?
Are you talking about the 3 in the centre back, or the 3 in the midfield?
I'm talking about, so if Jordan wants to add another player into the mix, right? So if you like put DeLitt on the right side of a centre half and have Shaw on the left and play Casemiro in the middle.
No, we got better players to do that. We got better players than Casemiro to play in that 3 in the centre back role.
So my perfect example for Casemiro is he won 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years with who did he have around him?
Let's just let him go on the 3. Let's just let him go on the 3 at the end of the season.
Tony Cruz doesn't have legs.
He's not going on a 3 at the end of the season. He's still got another year.
And then he's
out of contract at the end of the season.
See, I thought they had a 1-year option.
Him and Maguire are out of contract.
When he was at Madrid, right? So you've got when he won and he was at the Pomp and he was his best version of him. You had a Tony Cruz to the left of him, and you had a Luka Modric in front of him. You had a congestion in the midfield where these players aren't having to run 70, 80 metres to get up and down the field. You've got 3 players doing a 2-man job. So it then allows the freedom of players to actually cheat a bit in position. So if you've got Bruno as a 10, he doesn't have to drop all the way back and defend on our 18-yard box. He can sit in between to get the ball ready for the transition. It's the second and third phase where they get involved. But again, it's a 2-man midfield that just...
That's what I'm saying.
You need players like Valverde from Real Madrid. If you are going to play that formation, you need 2 of him that just go up and down, and down.
Jordan, you look and you compare that, right? You compare what we're doing now to Bruno in the Portuguese midfield, right? Now they play from memory with that 3 in midfield with Gomez, with
Vitinha,
and then Bruno's got that. Bruno's got that freedom at the 10. You can see just by how he is setting, like how he is playing at the moment, that he is not used to playing in that position, and he still wants to play in that 10 role, and he wants that freedom, but he's not a player who can play in a strict role he needs to be he thrives in a role where he's got freedom to do what he wants. That's why he was so good under Ollie. That's why he was.
But who are
he
you
was,
putting
he,
in midfield then?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
no,
the whole
no,
thing.
As the club
Jordan, right.
captain, Ruben's obviously said to him, "We don't have any other options. You have to do this for me." What? There's no one else. Who are you putting there?
See, this argument is baseless when it comes to the system that Ruben Amorim is playing 3-4-3. You do not expect Bruno to go. Like I certainly understand from where Jordan is coming from with having the 3-man midfield, but in this particular system, to have this system click, I think wingbacks are the one who should be providing that up-down moment, and like they should be strong wingbacks, and then we have two midfielders with box-to-box ability to play. Then only the system will be a legitimate system to play with. You cannot play Bruno in those 2-man midfield. Just like you said that Bruno is quite effective when he plays at number 10. Up on the top, even he has freedom of movement in and around that particular box. But yes, if Ruben is going to stick with the system, and I feel that he's going to he's really fixated with this system, then we need really, really good wingbacks. Then only we can expect that this is.
But when you play a back three centre halves, one of them is meant to step up into midfield.
Yes.
That's what Delete was supposed to do. That is what Delete was.
Right? That's what you meant to do.
But,
and your wing backs are your most two important players on the pitch in this system.
Yes.
That's
Delete didn't do it last game. Delete was clueless in that game where he have you observed Delete playing last 5 games? He used to step up in the midfield and used to break that game. He didn't do it in the last game against Everton. And then you have Dogu and Maz on the wing backs who were very ineffective, especially Dogu. Yeah. Your wing backs cannot just go up in that box and then come back and just pass it to the defender. It really breaks the momentum.
Right, but in a 4-3-3, it's a transitional formation, right? So
but we're not playing that, Jordan.
We are not going to play that formation.
But we're not playing it. Forget about it. We're not
sorry. I meant a 3-4-3. Sorry.
Okay.
I meant the 3-4-3 we're playing. It's a transitional
Apology accepted, Jordan. Apology.
So it's a transitional formation, right? So the idea is to get the ball to your 2 10s on either side as quick as possible, get the overlap from your wing backs. To create an overload on either side, get the ball down to the byline and cut it back to your other 10 and your 9, which will be in the box. That's the whole idea.
Jordan, just tell me.
Well, not just that. Your other wing back is meant to get to the box as well.
Exactly.
No, just tell me, Jordan. So in this case, you said that the ball should be moved quickly to the two number 10s. How would you do it? Like if you're playing,
well, it's got to go. Your two centre backs, which play on either side of the centre one, right? So
exactly.
But you've got to bypass the midfield. The ball can't be played into a midfield too. So your whole idea is your 10s to face their own goal. Like you're letting
the 10s are meant to be narrow.
Correct.
Narrow, yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they're not narrow.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be facing their own
wingers.
goal, and their part is the first phase. So they get the ball into them, they then bounce it back to your two 8s that are in the middle, and then it goes wide. And it goes wide fast. And then you've got Mbeumo and Amad Diallo, say, for example, or let's say we had Mazraoui. There's your overload on their left-hand side. You've got 2v1 to get to the byline to get the ball in. And it just switches either side.
Yeah.
But the problem is what we've got is our 2 10s are fucking wingers.
Yeah,
they're playing so wide.
Yeah. You know what game would have played that game? Cunha would have loved that game this morning.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
Because he would have faced on the inside.
I've got Tom going.
One more thing to add.
Okay, go. And then I'll get to some comments.
Fundamentally, when you look across our squad, for the system that the manager wants to, I guess, wants us to play, the personnel that we have across the park playing in different positions, with the exception of the centre backs, we don't have 2 options in each position. Every player brings a different style to that system, right? So you look at today, for example.
4 more windows, I'm telling you.
You look at today, you don't have Ahmed at left wing back, so you play Mazraoui there instead. There is just such a massive difference in what Mazraoui brings to that position versus Ahmad. You look at the left back position and you look at Dorgu playing there. today. Dallo has brought a completely different aspect to the team with what he brings to that position. You look at when you bring in different personnel in the middle of the park, there is no like-for-like replacement across the park with when you are trying to
100%.
bring players in, and that is the biggest concern for me when you're playing a certain way with Sesko leading the line, and then you bring Xerxes in, you're not going to get the same outcome, and that's my biggest worry moving into this now busy fixture period where we go to Palace on the weekend and then we're back again. We play midweek again next week. We're going to have to use these players more, and I think we are not ready and set up for that.
We're not.
For those
That's why
different
we need more
personnels.
transfer windows. Like we were never going to fix this in one window.
No.
Like we got like the players that we have brought are good, but
Yeah.
you can see in those first sort of 7 games of the season, Ruben trusted 12, 13 players.
It's pretty mental, isn't it?
I'm going to get into some comments here, all right? Tom's going, I've fixed the technical issue. I don't know.
Oh, good work. Good work, Ruben.
All right. so I've got here, Tom, the game and the situation awareness gets worse each week. The amount of needless fouls in the back when we're chasing games is baffling. Ahmed today had more pushes in the back than completed passes. The next comment he's put up here is, everyone is right, but also comes down to players needing to simply do the basics, control the ball, pass to the right player, and move into space. All correct, but in Roy Keane's voice, do your job.
Yeah,
100%, man.
Yeah.
100%.
In fairness, like Xerxes today, I was well impressed with him than I thought we were going to get. I honestly thought we were going to get a worse Xerxes than we got today.
Fuck, he got the shit kicked out of him early, didn't he?
Yeah, but like
That
you look at those, like we decided to do crosses when Sesko's not there. Xerxes is not a strong header of the ball, but he had 2 decent chances. Like
I think that first header, there's nothing more he could have done. I don't think there's anything more he could have done.
That Pickford, mate, it was 2 great saves, man. They were fucking great saves.
At least Beto didn't score, John?
I wouldn't be on.
Yeah.
I tell you what, but I
All
said I
right,
was worried
boys.
about Barry, and all he did was run in behind. He was unreal, I thought, for them. Like,
Mate,
running
Barry
behind.
had the best game of his life, and did he even touch the ball?
No, he just ran.
Yeah, ran like.
All right, let's wind it up here, boys. I know you could keep talking for the next 30 minutes, which we'll probably do anyway once we shut the pod down.
Mate, it's only 8 o'clock.
So, as much as it was tough, we're going to move on to Palace this weekend. So we'll probably, Elliot, you're keen to do a live. I think it's 11 o'clock kickoff, isn't it? 11 p.m. here. So we'll probably do a live through the game or something like that. I am on the drink, so it could be like Elliot was a few weeks ago. But I will most certainly.
Is that why you wanted me to come on, Adam?
Yeah. Nah, we just love your chat, Duno.
Awesome. I missed George today, so I thought I'd come on and say hello.
We need some Queenslanders on, so we got you and Elliot. We got Nick from Carl Harpur. Thank you again for coming in. Late call up, and you said that you want to get on a bit more, so we're going to keep pumping you on, which is good.
Yeah, sure.
And Jordan, hopefully he gets a little bit more of a smile on his face because today he was absolutely devo. So, and today I was telling you a little story about me at work. Once we lost the game, I wasn't real nice at lunchtime. I had to go and sit in the car by myself because I did say a couple of nasty things to a couple of people. So I apologise to them, and we will move on.
Tell us more, Adam.
I'm not on this forum, you know.
Do any of you do fantasy?
Yeah.
How many points you get this week?
Not much. Hang on.
I
My
forgot.
highest
So
player was
I had Brian as my captain. I got 40 because I had SA in my team.
Oh
So
my.
Jordan obviously got
20,
less.
bro. My highest points.
Hot pick, you know.
My
Hot
highest
pick.
points was a Burnley centre back. He got 3.
Good team that.
We can end this
Do you
now.
do it,
I
Nick?
said that live.
How many you get, Nick?
Huh? I forgot to fix the team this week, but I played with the same team that I had. So I had Gabriel and Semenyo starting, but then they didn't play. So I got 8 points for Tarkowski.
See, it's hard being a manager, isn't it? Like, imagine if Ruben forgot to change his team 1 week. Like, come on.
I had Haaland as a captain, by the way. I had Haaland as captain.
Yeah.
All right, boys, calling it there. Remember, everyone, get over to YouTube, subscribe.
Look.
There we go.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that. Yeah, Brudino, I have the picture. Right after this, the live chat stream, we will connect. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Go, Elliot.
Adam,
Go. Yep.
just want to do a quick shout out at the end of the pod. My the missus just got off the phone to my brother-in-law, and he is running a GoFundMe page for his best mate, who has actually just suffered from a severe stroke. He's only 40, and they're turning off the life support today. There's just nothing more that they can do for him. He's going to be leaving behind his 11-year-old daughter. He's a single parent. He's not with his daughter's mother anymore. But I guess I'm just going to be sharing that GoFundMe page on my Facebook. If anyone sort of watches and is keen to jump on and just sort of donate, maybe a couple of bucks, just trying to, I guess, sort of look after his daughter at London. Bit of bad news from my wife's family tonight. So I just wanted to put that out there. If anyone's around and can just maybe chuck a couple of bucks in, that would be great.
Elliot, what you do is send me the link or set up the link on your Instagram, and we'll share it on our story, or I'll make a post up with the link in our bio on Instagram. We've got a lot of followers on there now. Where we have, it is confirmed. I don't know. We are 2,800 followers. Dino comes on, we end up with a heap of followers now. So what we'll do is we will definitely send me a link. We'll put the link in our bio and Instagram and everything like that. We'll even put the link into the description in YouTube, and we'll see if we can raise at least let's work towards $500 or something from Worldwide Reds or something like that. So let everyone get behind that, and let's look after young London and help out Elliot's family with all that. So that's what we want to do here. We want to look after people as well. So, all right. Thank you, boys. Again, we will be on soon. Jordan and I might do a couple of randoms through the week where we just
love invites. Yeah, no,
and
you're right.
Dino will definitely be invited now. He is the man. Look how keen he is to come on now. So we will do. So look out for them. We won't advertise them, but we will randomly just jump on and talk football. So football, cards collecting. Usually we do one on a Thursday. We might even do one on a Friday this week about collecting or something like that, because the three of us or all of us have got some great new items in. So we'll talk to you later.
It hasn't arrived yet, Adam.
It was sent today. I sent you the what do you call it?
No,
I sent you the post pack today.
No,
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No,
yes,
where?
I did.
Where?
On our chat, unless I sent it to somebody else, it's definitely there on Messenger. It's on Messenger.
Oh yeah, found it. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, and there's actually a little gift for you in there too, something that you don't know about that you will enjoy. All right.
You big hair.
All right, boys. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Bonnie Blue's here. Look out.
Yeah. Oh shit. So yes.
So yeah.
Cantona, Gary Neville looking for his first goal for Manchester United. What a time to get it! Well, well,